Welcome back, and let's continue with our lesson. So we have number 2 of the application question. It reads, Butomi buys 127 loaves of bread for the orphanage, all at the same price. The bread costs 12 rand each. How much did he spend on the loaves of bread? So we have here 127 loaves, and each of those loaves, they cost 12 rand. Now you have a choice here. You can either do addition or multiplication. But if you think about it, addition will be so long because you have 127 loaves. So what you can do is to do multiplication. So we are just going to multiply by 12. Remember, when we are multiplying, we are still keeping our place values in mind. So we have 7 ones multiplied by 12. That gives us 84. And then we have 2 tens multiplied by 12. So that is 20 multiplied by 12. And that gives us 240. But remember, from that 240, we need to add that 80. So what will that give us? That is going to give us a 320. So where do I write the numbers? I have the 2 in the tens column, and then I have the 300 in the hundreds column. Then we have 100 multiplied by 12. That is 1,200. But remember, we have a 300 that we need to add there. So when I add 1,200 and I add the 300, that gives me 1,500. So I have the 5 in the hundreds column and I have the 1 in the thousands column. So this means that Butomi is going to spend 1,524 rands on all of these loaves. Okay, we have come to the end of our lesson. Let's wrap up our lesson. So remember, we had our concept map where we were focusing on 2 areas, and that is properties of whole numbers and calculation techniques. We also looked at the keywords that we were working with. Do you remember the commutative properties, the associative properties, and the distributive properties that we were working with? Now, when it comes to whole numbers and calculations concerning whole numbers, remember that when we are working with multiple operations, remember to work on either sides of the addition and subtraction. So when we have multiple operations, work on either sides of the addition and the subtraction with or without brackets. Remember that the commutative and the associative properties only work with addition and multiplication, not with subtraction and division. Remember that you can only add or subtract numbers in the same place value, right? And then do not forget to use the clue board when working with long division. We have seen how much that clue board helps us. So let's end the lesson with a challenge for you. So, number 1, calculate the following using the rounding off and compensating method. So you are going to calculate 1,270 multiplied by 4. And then the second challenge is going to be, in the given equation, put a plus, a minus, a multiplication, or a division in the correct box. And you can see there we have 7, then there's a block 6, and there's a block 12, and there's a block and 2. And all of these are equals to 48. Okay, this was a wonderful lesson. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you and goodbye.